And I want to focus on the last part of the debate. Again, some opportunities missed and an explanation as to why that opportunity was missed from Donald Trump. So let's start with this one.
She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina. I said she doesn't have the stamina. And I don't believe she does have the stamina. To be president of this country, you need tremendous stamina.
The quote was,
you
I
have,
just don't think she has
wait a minute, unless you ask me a question. Did you ask me a question? You have so many different things you have to be able to do, and I don't believe that Hillary has the stamina.
All right, so Hillary fires back.
Well, as soon as he travels to 112 countries and negotiates a peace deal, a ceasefire, a release of dissidents, an opening of new opportunities in nations around the world, or even spends 11 hours testifying in front of a congressional committee, he can talk to me about stamina.
Stamina, that's that Chicago in her. Funny, I've heard Southern accents from her from time to time. Anyway, so next, and again, this was brought up by Lester Holt, who made this a major issue. You said that Hillary doesn't have the look to be president. Implication, he's sexist, and it progressed.
Hillary has experience, but it's bad experience. We have made so many bad deals during the last... So she's got experience, that I agree, but it's bad experience. Whether it's the Iran deal that you're so in love with, where we gave them $150 billion back, whether it's the Iran deal, whether it's anything you can... You almost can't name a good deal. I agree. She's got experience, but it's bad experience. And this country can't afford to have another 4 years of that kind of experience.
So he started strong in the debate, and here he's finishing strong in the debate. That was a great line. Great line. More.
He tried to switch from looks to stamina. But this is a man who has called women pigs, slobs, and dogs, and someone who has said pregnancy is an inconvenience to employers, who has said women don't deserve equal pay unless they do as good a job as men.
Well, of course they don't deserve equal pay unless they do as good a job as a man, right? You get paid based on how you perform. She didn't mean to say that, but she said it. All right, here's my problem with all this. What Donald Trump should have said back in return was, you have the nerve to bring up what you say I said about women? Do you know what your husband has been accused of doing to women? And what these women say you have done to them when they tried to come forward and tell their story? You are taking me to task for what I said about women? You've got some nerve, Madam Secretary. He didn't do it. He'll explain. He'll acknowledge he could have done it, didn't do it. And by the way, here's a key point. You will not hear this anywhere else. Nobody will tell you this. I said it at 12 o'clock on the America Talks Live, and I'm saying it now. He has said that pregnancy is an inconvenience to employers. Here's what I would have said. Madam Secretary, you believe pregnancy is an inconvenience to women. You favor abortion right up to the time of delivery. You say that the unborn baby has no constitutional right until it's born. So you're saying I think it's an inconvenience to employers? You say it's an inconvenience to women. And equal pay, Madam Secretary? You've never paid women equally in your Senate campaign, Senate office, or in the Clinton Foundation. So all those things were missed. But here's how it went.
Hillary is hitting me with tremendous commercials. Some of it said in entertainment. Some of it said somebody who's been very vicious to me, Rosie O'Donnell. I said very tough things to her, and I think everybody would agree that she deserves it, and nobody feels sorry for her. But you want to know the truth? I was going to say something extremely rough to Hillary, to her family, and I said to myself, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's inappropriate. It's not nice.
Yeah, and Hillary's like, hey, but what would Hillary have said if Donald Trump said that? If Donald Trump said, you know what, Hillary, next debate, you brought Mark Cuban. You know what I'm going to do next debate? Forget Jennifer Flowers. That was a consensual affair. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring women like Kathleen Willey. You know who Kathleen Willey is, Hillary? I'm going to bring Monica Lewinsky. That was consensual, too, but she was trashed by Hillary and the others, of course, after it. You know who else I'm going to bring? I'm going to bring Paula Jones. Remember what your husband did to Paula Jones? Didn't he settle that lawsuit out of court after lying under oath to a federal grand jury? Wasn't he disbarred? And what was your role? Let's ask these women what your role was in trashing them after they came forward. That's what he could have said and didn't. Let's skip over one and go to the last cut, 174. And then he was on Fox and Friends this morning and he explained why he didn't do it.
Well, when she hit me at the end with the women, I was going to hit her with her husband's women, and I decided I shouldn't do it because her daughter was in the room.
Is that what you mentioned? You know, I had something I could bring up, but I didn't want to bring it up?
Yeah, having to do with her husband.
Many people thought that the
all of the women. Yeah, but they sort of thought that was it. And I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I think I did the right thing. It's not worth a point. I didn't feel comfortable doing it with Chelsea in the room. I think Chelsea's a fine young lady. I didn't like doing it with Chelsea in the room.
All right. You know what? He's got morals. He's got compassion. She has none, as we know. And it will come out. It will come out. And she brought up some Miss America contestant who doesn't like Trump, and she's going to now be a surrogate for Trump. He called me names. Let's get these women as surrogates. I mean, for Hillary, let's get Trump using these women as surrogates for him.